stuff, and right out. You can go up quick. You can't hit the bell. I'm telling you right now. So I took my hair out last night. I actually like my hair out sometimes. This feels free. Get some air, can wash it, put oils and stuff in there. I think I should start. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should start putting stuff in my hair, because I'm not really big on putting a whole lot of stuff in my hair. Since I've been growing out, I try to do it as natural as possible. Especially these days, man. You want Instagram too long, TikTok. It's like, if you use this, then I was like, come on, man. You can't use nothing no more, bro. Like, every time you like something, you hear somebody say, oh, man, you can't eat Cheetos anymore. Cheetos contains, you know, C3 and C4 and N5 and B6 and kind of like, you can't eat nothing no more. You can't eat Oreos. Oreos has this. All right, well, give me a replacement, you know. Sometimes the replacements they do give you replacements, but it's not always that great. Problem is now you gotta go and try all these different, you know, companies. But in the day and age of influencing and influencer, who knows? A lot of these guys are probably just paid by these products to do these videos. There's no way to really know. So you can go and try them out. I do plan to try and find some more healthier snacks. I find that's always very difficult because you just don't know what is healthy. What is healthy? It doesn't matter if it's 100% good stuff on the box. Is it processed? Is it sold in the box? Is it sold in the pack? How is it being able to be maintained for that long period of time? The whole snack might be healthy, but do you have to preserve it? So that's what I mean. That's why the best thing to do is just good stuff with fruits. Problem is, we're in Canada. Most of our fruits don't come from here. So by the time the fruits does get here, they gotta spray it with stuff so it lasts till it get to the store and you take it home and it's still okay. Basically what I'm saying is it's very difficult to eat healthy in this country. Unless you can find a nice, like, what do you call it? Unless you can find a nice farm nearby, like a food farm-to-table kind of place, which is very difficult. Like, there are farms out in this area, but they don't carry everything. So you might only be able to get like 2 or 3 things, which isn't a whole lot of help. You might get like strawberries, you might get pumpkin, blueberries. There isn't really much other stuff. So I am very happy with the growth so far. Especially for natural. I don't really put anything in there. The most I might used to use, but it's just to do the roots, is Mael. Problem with Mael is people have been complaining about their hair thinning and stuff, so I kind of stopped using it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of inspired today, like creative inspired. I think I should make a video. I need to put this lanyard a little bit lower. I have a habit of putting lanyards and stuff because it's much easier to hold it. And sometimes you might just want to let go of the item for a little bit, but you don't want to put it down or all that. So you just put it over your wrist. But sometimes your film actually gets in the way. Now, as I was saying, it's getting really warm right now. So I may try to overdress because you want to make sure while you're sitting, you're not moving around. You're not really building up, you know, any energy and friction or whatever. So you do get colder a little faster. But today is nice. It's actually plus 4 degrees. Beautiful. It's supposed to get colder again on the weekend, like I was saying before. So I want to make sure at least I get outside and enjoy a little bit of whatever there is to give. The sun is hiding a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Now, as I was saying, as far as content creation goes, creators may always tell you, yeah, you don't need this, you don't need that. And while that is true and also false, if you're using your cell phone like you're a cell phone creator, it's great. Cameras are amazing these days. However, you do run into the big issue of course, not being able to use your phone all the time, because eventually, especially when you're recording in videos in 4K, you do eventually end up running out of space. So that's always going to be a big problem for you. So you're going to eventually run out of space. So now we come here so long. So yeah, you're gonna run out of space a lot. And even if you do, now you need a mic. Well, not only do you need a mic, but it's extremely helpful for you to be able to use and get great audio. Like if you notice, I didn't have my mic on. I should be good here at the parking. I don't see any signs that says I can't. Don't think I'll be too long anyways. So yeah, you're gonna need a mic. A mic is gonna be great, especially these days they are so affordable and so amazing that you're gonna want a mic at least. Now, most people I do find that do use their phones. After a while, they eventually do decide that they need to use a camera, because again, space is an issue, especially if you record often. You expect to put out videos every week. That's gigs on gigs that's taken up in your phone while you record it. Even if you store it on something else, you still got to put it on your phone if you edit on your phone, which most people do. If they create on the phone, there's a very good chance they edit on their phone, or at least it's more mobile. So you're out somewhere or you're commuting, you can at least get some work done. You probably don't need to bring your whole laptop and all that. So there you go. And some people, they don't have a laptop because they don't really need one. So if you don't need one, then you definitely need to edit on your phone, which means all that gigs of footage is stuck on your phone now. So you got to keep it on there while you edit. And of course, you got to make sure you have enough space after you edit. Believe me, I've edited a lot of videos and hit save, and then it starts going and go, beep, not enough space. And I go, oh boy. Now I have to try and figure out some way to take other stuff off. So at least I can just save the video. Then I can actually put stuff back on. So camera helps a lot. Now, cameras are amazing these days, especially in entry-level markets. You can actually do a lot with a simple action camera. Right now I'm talking to you on the Osmo Pocket 4. All right, I didn't feel the need to get, and that's the other thing. You have to know when you need the latest and the greatest, and most of the times you do not. Now, I know I didn't need the latest and the greatest one, so I just got the 4 because the 4 was on sale. It's amazing quality, everything's good, visuals, the battery life is great. So I know I didn't need to get the 5. Would I have liked to get the 5? Maybe, but I figure by the time they get around to maybe about 6 or so, which would be about a year or 2, there's going to be something that's so amazing and different that I would probably want to get it by then. I was thinking of getting the Ace Pro, but my issue with the Ace Pro is you only can see the screen for vlogging. Like right now, I can see myself on the Osmo 4, on the Action 4. I can actually see myself without. So this is the setup right here, hands-free. And this is what I love about content creation and finding gadgets that's very helpful and make everything a lot easier. Because now if I don't want to hold the camera, I don't have to. It's right on my shoulder. It's getting almost the same view as I want. I can get top-down shot, straight ahead, above. I can point it at me. I'm gonna find out a way to be able to vlog hands-free and keep the camera like this, as you're seeing with my hands right now. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm already thinking of using this, and I'm not gonna tell you because y'all gonna see my stuff. See what I mean? I can actually see myself without having to flip the screen up. I don't like the flipping the screen up part because you might be somewhere where you might be moving or you're playing sports or something. Like for instance, I have a kit where I actually put like my GoPro or the Action 4 on my chest, on my wrist, or on my head. So to be able to see the frame properly with the Ace Pro, you have to flip the screen up to be able to see. I don't like that because now I can't use that. It's gonna get broken off easily. I do love the 8K quality though. That's amazing. Do I need 8K? No, but it'll be beautiful to be able to at least have that level of quality in an action camera. Really intend to really go too far. I have the drones. I just put it up, take a couple shots. Oh, it's parking over there. Oh yeah. To get parking, you gotta come around the other side of the street. So I might go back and park on this side. I didn't realize it came around the wrong side. See, I haven't been here in probably like over 3 years. Yeah, because the last time we came to walk here, our son wasn't born yet, and he's 3 next month. So shout out to that guy. And as you can see, it's a beautiful spot. See, I just love nature. As you know, I'm an island man, so just being outside, seeing the sun, feeling the sun somewhat, seeing the trees, the water, birds, trees, it's just kind of reminds me of back home. It's like this nostalgic feeling of being younger. You know, you're home, you go outside and just so, we often take for granted like what we have when we live on the islands, you know? So we always feel like moving to North America is always the best choice because, you know, it's always, everything's about more money, bigger opportunities, etc. And while that is true, you do realize what you miss when you do move from the islands, and you get little brief moments, snapshots of stuff like this, and you go, wow. Or when you do go back home on any island to visit or just on vacation in general, you just get this really warm like connection that I'm home, no matter what island it is. Just, it's unexplainable, but it's also very priceless. So I'm gonna come around and park on the other side because I parked on the wrong side. There's no cars here. You can park here, but I don't want to stay there too long just in case you get a ticket. Because these guys that give out tickets, you never see them. I'm telling you right now, you don't see them. You just come back and you see the ticket, or you see them walking away or driving away. It's like they're in the bushes hiding or something. I don't get it. Wow. So, part of my goal is this summer, I plan to be outside a whole lot. Like, a whole lot. So I can actually get my hair out and just leave it out. The issue with the winter is your hair breaks up, so you gotta keep it covered at all times. So even now my hair is like this, it's not the best. However, I love having it out. It's just so difficult to put a hat on, or I gotta go actually hit the store where I can get some more like head wraps and stuff. The problem is I don't usually find head wraps and stuff that's big enough or that I like. I don't like stuff like tight on my head. I get a headache. So I always have to find something that's bigger, that can hold my hair, my head, not that I have a big head or nothing. I love when you got me out. Ooh, Spot is still there. Good news. Now it says there's more space on the north lot, but I don't know what that means. I don't really see any spots above there. So just know, especially if you do want to take it seriously, you are going to eventually spend a lot of money. No two ways about it. There's no cheap way to do proper content. But if you budget and you buy smart, which is why I started creating content in the first place, is I love sharing information. I love sharing information because one thing I found growing up is I love to learn. I love to know what's going on. I love to know what's out there. I love to know things that actually make sense to help cut down time and save money. But not a lot of people are always willing to share information. Some people do, but there's always those that have information, and for some reason they think it's a problem to share. So I kind of took it upon myself where I was like, you know what, whatever I know, if someone asks, I'm gonna share. And since creating content is one of the biggest, easiest, and most efficient way to do so, because now I can just put whatever information I know or tell you my experience with this product or this item. Like for instance, I just got this tripod right here. These, I have about 10 of these by now. Thought I might need 3 or 4, and then I realized how helpful it is to have these on every single tripod I own. No, I don't have 10 tripods, about 6 or 7. It's close, but it's not there. And it's just so helpful because I can just put the camera on, take it off, go. Put it on the suction mount in the car, go. I don't have to sit there, fiddle, screwing it on, screwing it off. Like, that's time consuming. Sometimes you miss a shot, and it's also distracting. Put the tripod out, put it on, click, lock it, good. Done, unlock, take it off, tripod up, throw it in the car. If you're traveling as compact as possible, you want to be able to get quick setup and break down items. And that's just what we use on a daily basis. Hello. So it makes it a lot easier if you're just outside, especially when it comes to vlogging. When you're vlogging, you want to be able to carry the most minimal stuff as possible and still be able to get great results. It's very, very, very quiet here. Lots of spots I can set up. I did order, again. Okay, let me take it off. So right now, I'm actually hands-free, as you can see. I'm not using my hands because I have this fall can quick release clip on my bag. Again, there are a lot of stuff you're gonna see that's gonna be helpful to be able to make your journey a little bit easier. See the ladies jogging with the baby. I don't know if I'll do that. I might try that this year. Even though Nasir is not gonna want to sit in his stroller. Hello. But the shoulder strap is very helpful because now you actually don't have to use your hands for anything. So summertime, you're not gonna add a bunch. Instead of me just here walking, why? So here you have, I love this case. I suggest you guys should get this case. As you can see, it actually covers everything. Both the joysticks, comes with a lanyard. Easy to be able to go, again, hands-free if you would like. Covers everything. Hi. You can put the antennas up. Good for the sun, so at least give your screen some shade, because when it's bright outside, it's difficult to see the screen. Usually you have to turn the brightness all the way up, and even then it's still not like very visible. So
So right now it's sensing that within 1.5, 1.2 meters, there is an object. So that's why you keep hearing the beeping and you can see the yellow. So that is the obstacle avoidance on. Of course, you can turn it off or just put it in sport mode and that takes it off. Of course, there's the 3 modes. You have your sign, so that's like your cinematic, very slow, chilling, moving. You have your normal speed, and then you have sport mode. So let's see. Okay, so it's still coming. Not as yet. Should be good. Now it is tracking me, but yeah, it lost me. So it's lost me so far because of the branches in the way. Let's just fly it manual and just get some shots before the sun go down. We won't have the greatest lighting, and then all right, let's go, guys. Having a drone isn't just about taking cool shots and images and all that. There's actually a lot of great careers that you can implement a drone, such as agriculture, window cleaning, real estate photography, of course, that's probably the biggest one. And there's a lot more. First responders units use them, police unit uses them. Agriculture, again, is huge because think about the time it'll take to take a plane up to spray a field or whatever, but if you can use a drone or two, get it done half the time, half the fuel, etc., works out a lot better. You're welcome. Yeah. It's one of the great things I love about this drone and DJI products in general. Once it gets to about 20%, it will let you know that the battery level is low. So get back home, change your route, and then go again. You get up to about 20 to 25 minutes of flight time with the Mini 4 Pro, depends on the weather. Now, if you got fully charged batteries, when it's colder outside, obviously, the battery energy depletes. So, but in a windless environment and pretty like moderate weather, you will get about 30 minutes or so. But 20-25 minutes is more than enough drone footage, unless you're doing a bunch of different tests. Now, I did get the Fly More combo, which comes with 3 batteries, so you have more than enough time where you can record a lot more. Take care. So you change the battery out, and you just got yourself another 20 minutes of flight time. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's very light. Comes in at 248 grams. So, and of course, with the Fly More combo, you get 3 batteries. So you're looking at least 1 hour of flight time with a full charge on 3 batteries. Trust me, if you need to fly more than 10 minutes, I don't know what you're doing, even if it's real estate photography or whatever, you don't need that time. The quality is good because it's a 3-axle gimbal. So think of the DJI Pocket 3. same sensor, I believe 1/1.3. So it's really good for stabilization. Your images and your videos are always going to be smooth and buttery because it's a 3-axle gimbal.
Approach edge of altitude zone. Home point updated.
Home point updated. So home point updated means this is where it's realizing and it's actually signal form. So it's here. Now with the home point, I heard just now it says 20% battery returning. Now, if I was to fly it around or just leave it there, it'll stay there until it's 20% battery. Then it'll say battery low, returning to home point. It'll come back and it'll land right where it took off from. Intelligent flight mode. Now, that's how far technology is with these drones, especially from DJI. There is absolutely no question DJI is one of the, if not the top drone maker, especially for consumers. Now, it will take off, come back right here as where it started. Now, how does it update the home points? I have to figure that out. I haven't looked that up or really heard anyone explain that, so I got to check that out. Because if you are moving, which we took off from on that side, we can't go back to the home point because the drone will go back there. Now, I can just press on the remote, and that's what I love about this remote as well. I can cover it and not hit anything. On the remote, you can actually hit, there's an H button for home or pause. So there's a pause button. So if I'm flying the drone, I just want to stop, I can just stop. Or you can just take your finger off the joystick, it'll stop. And then you click home and it'll actually come back here. So, you know what? Why don't I just show you guys?
Home point updated.
So it says home point updated. I'm going to click home button. And it's just going to go back directly where it took off from. Again, it has night mode on there, so that's really great. It takes some really beautiful pictures and videos flying at night. It's like night vision. There's an LED, so you can actually see it's flashing. Now, I haven't been able to try out the actual floodlight. So it has a floodlight where if you're outside and it's dark and you want to be able to see where you're landing and the drone can't see properly or whatever, or wherever you are, you can actually turn on. There's a light right at the bottom here, right here, and just comes out like bright. I'm going to test that out and show you guys one of these days.
Home point updated.
Now, you just seen me do a manual launch from my fingertips. Be very careful when you do try this because trust me, it hurts. Those propellers might be small, but they move. And I've touched them before because I was testing out the obstacle avoidance. And when I tell you that hit my finger, it stung for about 3 or 4 hours. And I had gloves on, so just beware of that. Obstacle avoidance. Why don't we just give you a quick demo of how that actually works as well. So, I'll put it in the sign mode, which is the slowest mode that it's gonna be able to move in. And I'll show you the obstacle avoidance. So it has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, meaning all around it actually has sensors that senses items. Be aware, it does not pick up stuff very skinny and like small stuff like little branches. So if it's very fine branches, the sensor will not see, but a solid item, it definitely would. Now don't try this at home. I'm gonna stand under it, but it will not land because I'm standing under it. It's gonna actually notice I'm here. Now if you do notice, when it's landing, the gimbal points downwards, usually, to actually see where it is, to be able to judge and figure out if there's an item below or not, object below or not. Let's try that again. Actually, I'll screen record it on here so you can see as well. I should have been screen recording this the whole time. What am I doing? Man, why y'all don't tell me I wasn't screen recording this the whole time? I'm gonna wait till these folks pass, and then I'll show you guys though. And it's just gonna go back directly where it took off from. Intelligence. So it takes off, comes back directly where it took off from. That's where the home point is updated at. Now, again, it has a night mode on there, so that's really great. It takes some really beautiful pictures and videos flying at night. It's like night vision. There's an LED, so you can actually see it's flashing. Now, I haven't been able to try out the actual like floodlight. So it has a floodlight where if you're outside and it's dark and you want to be able to see where you're landing and the drone can't see properly or whatever, or wherever you are, you can actually turn on. There's a light right at the bottom here, right here, and just comes out like bright. I'm going to test that out and show you guys one of these days. But for now, let's just see what else is around here and let's get some good shots. Now, you just seen me do a manual launch from my fingertips. Be very careful when you do try this because trust me, it hurts. Those propellers might be small, but they move. And I've touched them before because I was testing out the obstacle avoidance. And when I tell you that hit my finger, it stung for about 3 or 4 hours. And I had gloves on, so just beware of that. Obstacle avoidance. Why don't we just give you a quick demo of how that actually works as well. So, I'll put it in the sign mode, which is the slowest mode that it's going to be able to move in. And I'll show you the obstacle avoidance. So it has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, meaning all around it actually has sensors that senses items. Be aware it does not pick up stuff very skinny and like small stuff like little branches. So if it's very fine branches, the sensor will not see. But a solid item, it definitely would. So let's check it out. Like for instance, I'm gonna stand under it and it will not. Now don't try this at home. I'm gonna stand under it, but it will not land because I'm standing under it. It's gonna actually notice on here. Now if you do notice, when it's landing, the gimbal points downwards, usually, to actually see where it is, to be able to judge and figure out if there's an item below or not, object below or not. Let's try that again. Actually, I'll screen record it on here so you can see as well. I should have been screen recording this the whole time. What am I doing? Now, I should have been screen recording this the whole time. I don't know why I wasn't. Man, why y'all don't tell me I wasn't screen recording this the whole time? Okay, so I'm gonna wait till these folks pass and then I'll show you guys the obstacle. So these trails are very good in the wintertime, just to be able to get out and walk. The only thing is the maintenance isn't the greatest. Sometimes there isn't any.
Max altitude reached.
Why don't we try a return to home? I'm gonna press home button.
Return to home.
You heard return to home. So now it is 111 meters high. So 1 meter is 1.3 feet. So think about that for a second. So 103, so that's over about 333 feet high. And currently 200 meters away from us. Now it's gonna come back and it's gonna land where it took off from, which is the updated home point. As you can see on the screen, there is a green arrow, so it actually shows you where it is. This is a great marker because now it actually lets you know that you're in the right spot and you're going the right way. I had an issue where it lost signal once
Landing.
and updated the home point at a different spot and it almost landed in the water, so do keep track of that. So as you can see, I'm not pressing anything and it's coming right back where we are from 200 meters away and over 300 meters high. Flight intelligence. Now, forgive me, I'm still getting over a cold, so my voice might not sound the greatest right now. So, as I was saying, I'm about to show you guys the obstacle avoidance. So, let's try it out. Why not? Now, I'm just going to hold it so it comes towards me. Oh. Rule number one, make sure you remember what mode drone is in. It was going to hit me because I have it in sport mode. Once it's in sport mode, obstacle avoidance does turn off. So put it back to sane or normal. Now we can do it. Woo! Now that was close. See, I was just making sure y'all paying attention. So for obstacle avoidance, you can have one of three options. If it comes to an object, it can either stop and just stay there until you tell it what to do. You can hit bypass, so it'll just go around the item. Where it says just hover, so it'll just hover. So you'll go up to like a certain height and it'll just stay there. Now, I'm just gonna press forward and it's gonna come to me. I can hear the beeping because you gotta make sure there's no crows or anything because crows do attack drones. So that's another thing you gotta look out for. So I'm gonna just put forward. So it's gonna come towards me and it's gonna go around because it's gonna sense that I'm here once you get to about 1.2 meters or so. Same with the railings. So let's just hit forward. Now I'm gonna bring it back here. I'm gonna reverse it and you're gonna see that the drone is actually going to also make a little movement left or right to go around me instead of hitting me because it's gonna notice I'm here. So I'm gonna bring it down a bit so you guys can see from a much better angle. I'm just hitting forward. Sorry, forward. Bring it down a bit so you guys can see from a better angle. And I'm just hitting forward. If I wanted to land here, see I'm hitting down. Just know that it's below here so it doesn't go. Now if I go left and bring it down, then it goes. If I were to go right, see it goes up. Bring it back again. Let me show you guys. So you guys can have a much better view. So you can see it's in the middle. Bring it back so you can see a lot closer. If I brought the drone down, now it's supposed to hit either side. Now if I hit left, it's just gonna go up. If I come back, bring it down again, I'm gonna go left. So you can see I'm just holding left. It goes around the railing. So flight intelligence as well, the obstacle avoidance works really good, except for very, very fine branches and wires that the sensors can't really pick up. Or if it's in sport mode, it turns off automatically. You can turn it off if you want to, because a lot of creators actually fly manual, but that's for more people with a lot more experience. I fly manual at times, or just sport mode, but I like to use the obstacle avoidance because I'm still trying to trust the technology a little bit more, because that's what you're supposed to do. This is where it hit my hand last time. Now it doesn't go up if there's something above it as well. Great sensors, amazing piece of machine. DJI, hook your boy up, please. Amazing thing I love about this drone is you can actually do both vertical and horizontal videos. So the gimbal actually switches, so perfect to get your buttery smooth shots for Instagram or TikTok or YouTube Shorts. And then you can just have your horizontal 16:9 videos, of course, like always. Did I mention this takes amazing photos as well? At the top of the remotes, so you have your video, photo, jog wheel. So this is good for your zoom in and out. You can customize it as much as you want, however you want. And this one here is for your gimbal to point up and downwards. You got 2 C buttons in the back, so you can customize however it is that you want. So I just put this as a quick gimbal up and down. So that way, of course, you can actually adjust the gimbal speed as much as you want. So you can go up quick or slow. However, sometimes you may just want to flip quick up and down. So I just put my C1 custom one as that, and C2 as well. This one I put as cruise control. So just hit forward, tap, and just let the drone go by itself. Maybe take a minute or whatever. Once the battery level is low, it'll tell you. It's one of the great things I love about this drone and DJI products in general. So once it gets to about 20%, it will let you know that the battery level is low. So get back home, change your route, and then go again. You get up to about 20 to 25 minutes of flight time with the Mini 4 Pro, depends on the weather. Now, if you got fully charged batteries, when it's colder outside, obviously, battery energy depletes. So, but in a windless environment and pretty like moderate weather, you will get about 30 minutes or so. But 20-25 minutes is more than enough drone footage, unless you're doing a bunch of different tests. Now, I did get the Fly More combo, which comes with 3 batteries, so you have more than enough time. Where you can record a lot more. Take care. So you change the battery out, and you just got yourself another 20 minutes of flight time. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's very light. Comes in at 248 grams. So, and of course, with the Fly More combo, you get 3 batteries. So you're looking at least 1 hour of flight time with a full charge on 3 batteries. Trust me, if you need to fly more than 10 minutes, I don't know what you're doing. Even if it's real estate photography or whatever, you don't need that time. Amazing camera. Everything on there is good. And it's a 3-axle gimbal, right? That's the other thing. Cool. So the quality is good because it's a 3-axle gimbal. So think of the DJI Pocket 3, same sensor, I believe 1/1.3. So it's really good for stabilization. Your images and your videos are always going to be smooth and buttery because it's a 3-axle gimbal. It'll stay there until it's 20% battery. Then it'll say battery low, returning to home point. It'll come back and it'll land right where it took off from. Intelligent flight mode. Now, that's how far technology is with these drones, especially from DJI. There is absolutely no question DJI is one of the, if not the top drone maker, especially for consumers. Now, it will take off, come back right here as where it started. Now, how does it update the home points? I have to figure that out. I haven't looked that up or really heard anyone explain that, so I got to check that out, because if you are moving, which we took off from on that side, we can't go back to the home point because the drone will go back there. Now, I can just press on the remote, and this is what I love about this remote as well. I can cover it and not hit anything. On the remote, you can actually hit, there's an H button for home, or pause. So there's a pause button, so if I'm flying the drone, I just want to stop, I can just stop. Or you can just take your finger off the joystick, it'll stop. And then you click home, and it will actually come back here. Okay, so let's take some photos. Let's take a couple of flicks and then go pick up the young man. And I'll actually show you guys a couple of the photos up. I'm not going to edit the photos or anything. I'm just going to show you guys a couple of the photos, how it looks right from the drone. So, critically low battery warning, so it just landed by itself. Now with 10% battery left, let's see if it will actually get up. Nope, will not allow you to fly with 10% battery left. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thank you for following the family. Of course, this is your one-stop shop for budget tech and gear review and healthy family vibes. And of course, much peace and love, and hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you don't Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, make sure you please like. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe, and thank y'all for checking in with the family once more for, this is your one-stop shop for budget tech and gear review and healthy family vibes. So make sure you guys drop a like. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite drone? Do you love content creation? Why do you want to get into it? Me, I just love sharing information and being able to show the interest in things that I do love. So making content is actually a lot easier. Now, making content isn't easy, but it's easier for me to get information, etc. out and be able to share things that I do love and like. Now, living here in Canada, it's a little difficult being able to capture the content the way I want to sometimes due to the weather. But as you can see, there are times when I just go out, especially a day like today. It's actually pretty mild. It's starting to get a little cooler right now. I can feel it, but it came to at least +4 today. So that's great. Now, spring is around the corner, which means you're going to see a lot more drone flight and footage and tests from your boy. So don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell, man. Hit the bell so you can be the first to know when I upload. Not going to be the last. You're not going to be the 5th, 6th. You're going to be the first between you and me. You know what I'm saying? All the items and gear used will be linked in the description for your purchase if you are interested. However, make sure you do know everything will be a link from Amazon. I am an Amazon associate, so it will be in my storefront. So everything you do purchase will give me a little kickback with no extra cost to you. So feel free to check out the items. And if you're interested in any other thing you'd like for me to cover or test out, drop it in the comments or hit me a DM. A lot of people hit me in the DM, but drop it in the comments too, because it does help the videos a whole lot, right? So, and of course, we're out. Peace and love as always. Oh yeah, if you want to create content, just do it. Someone out there loves your stuff. Someone out there has your interest. Believe me, they do. It doesn't have to, you don't have to have the greatest aesthetics. You don't have to have the best background. You don't have to have the best everything, most expensive, top anything. Whatever it is that you want to create or about, go ahead and do it. Believe me, there's a niche and a space for every single person. Doesn't matter what type of content you're trying to create. If you want to do nature, you get out, do videos, take photos of birds, whatever it is that you want to do. Just snow, environment, travel. One of the most beautiful things I've seen in the Caribbean right now is there's a lot of creators that do not only beachside, riverside, and all that stuff. So shout out to Vinci people them in Jamaica, in Barbados, Trinidad, wherever. But I really love, most importantly, the guys that do the drive around. The guys and the ladies that do the drive around. Like, it's so refreshing because there's a lot of areas that you haven't been in forever, or you might be overseas and you want to know what the island looks like right now. And that's so helpful that they can actually just drive around, put the camera on rolling. You don't even have to say anything. And you can see what the country is looking like currently. So I think that's just a beautiful thing. And they're one of the most top viewed videos. But as I was saying, there's a space for everyone. Whether you want to do workout tips, tech, gear, family, about content creation, monetization, whatever it is, just do it, film it. And even if you don't put it on social media, I think everyone should document their lives. Because if you think about it, 100 years from now, you may not be here. But if you do have things and content and spaces and memories and stages in your life that you document, now your kids, and generations further ahead would be able to see. Hey, you know what? This is what my great-granddad was doing at this point. This is what in this time, this will probably be ancient 20 years from now, 10 years from now, at the speed of tech, maybe even 5 years from now. Hopefully not, but that's just the reality of it. The great-grandson will be able to come out and say, I have this drone and it's holographic. I have this holographic drone and it does the same and more that my great-granddad had 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 100 years ago. See? Now, they won't ever get to meet you, but they can see what you look like, what you were on, and what you were about. So, document and safe travels. Are you a big boy? So why are you crying for everything, sir? Do you say yes or no? Okay. Are you a big boy?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Daddy?
Yes, Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy?
Yes, sir. You hungry?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to eat?
Oh, that's not fries.
And fries?
Yes.
I don't even know why I bother asking.
I think
Sir, please do not open the umbrella. Close it.